is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebona, the 103.5 FM with Martin Ifeanyi is here every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebona at 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep the dates. How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebonadi FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be. Government. Whatever. Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. In your community. Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifeanyi, as number the first every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebona 103.5 FM as Street Reports unfolds in your face. On Martin Ebona the corner 24/7, 24/7.
Okosi, ogini na-afịọ, nwanne m okwu ka nọrọ na ntị, ọkwa anụta akara eze, bịa bụ na eze na-achị. Oke ka o si na-ebu, mgbe anyị ji abụ ụlọ, nke na-eme eme, nke na-afịa ụzọ, nke na-arụ ọrụ n'ime ndụ anyị na ezinụlọ anyị, na mpaghara mba ụwa, maka na ihe ọbụla na-eme ka mmadụ wee mụta ihe, maka na Igbo tụrụ ilu wee sị, n'ebe a na-adụ nwa nwere nne na nna ọdụ, ka nke na-enwere nne na nna na-anọ amụta ife. Sonyere Somtii n'oge ka o si mee na 103.5 bụ ụbọchị Mọnde, Wenesde, Fraịde, ngwa ngwa ọkụ elekere 10 nke ụtụtụ ka ngwa gị ka o si wee mee ka ị gwa m ebumnobi gị. Ị ga-amụta ọtụtụ ihe ga-eme ka ị ghara ịdafe ụzọ ebe ndị ọzọ gafere. Igbo kacha alọ. Onye si n'ụwa wee isi ya.
You're welcome back to Newspaper Headlines on Airborne at the 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080-6579-6599. We are on to the Nation newspaper. Kanu swears in council chairman, councillors. Ekiti approves a proposed 2025 budget for legislative processing. Oti approves 70,000 naira minimum wage for Abia workers. Soludo insists on 70,000 naira minimum wage for Anambra workers. Late Bowen penalty gives West Ham win against Man United. Helicopter crash. NSIB to deploy ROV for rescue operation. Clark led Pandev sets up committee to reconcile Fubara Wike. Fubara to Commissioner of Police. Let's start new relationship. RMAFC backs Tinubu's cost-cutting measures. 5 die in Adamawa Headers Farmers clash. Nigeria clinches two positions in COSPAL as Tinubu's COSSAA gets elected. Government kidnap Anglican priest in Anambra. Bago suspends IBBUL Vice Chancellor. Sokoto Badagry Superhighway promises economic growth. Bagudu. Lagos SEC approves LASUCOM's upgrade to medical varsity. Lagos SEC approves Lagos State Executives approves Lagos State University of College of Medicine upgrade to medical university. That's the much we can take from the Nation newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning, from the Nation newspaper, we'll flip over to this day newspaper. Otedola donates another 3.7 billion naira phase 2 of engineering faculty building to Augustine University. Dangote backs a federal government CNG drive, invest over $280 million in trucks infrastructure. Federal government promises to end high mortality rate of Nigerian airlines by enhancing easy aircraft acquisition. Federal government approves a 3 billion naira fraud allegation against National Assembly staff leadership. Saudi Arabia raises $1.1 billion for displaced persons in Nigeria, other Sahelian Lake Chad countries. German agency GIZ assesses 480,000 MSMEs for intervention in Nigeria. European Union Parliament condemns China's plot to distort history, international law, intimidate Taiwan. The Guardian newspaper says regime change accusation against it unfounded. Federal government, we've taken this. FBN Holdings is set to raise 150 billion naira via rights issues. NMPP wins all chairmanship, councillorship seats in Kanu local government election. At 696.88 billion naira, foreign investors transactions in Nigeria stock market highest since 2018. At 696.88 billion naira, foreign investors transactions in Nigerian stock market highest since 2018. NIA increase in FDI, economic challenges, opportunities for insurance sector. Expert 6 radical transformation in insurance sector. That's the much we can take from this day newspaper this morning. From this day newspaper, we'll flip over to the Sun newspaper. Hezbollah hit by Mossad's explosive pagers, 9 dead, 3,000 injured. Probe Borno flooding, Northern Christian body urges federal government. PDP crisis, have enough water to quench your fire. Bauchi governor fires back at Wike. Why we are investing in Nigerian students, US envoy. Flood, Niger Delta Development Commission builds multiple emergency shelters. Hardship in Nigeria, getting salami, tells federal government. Dangote's petrol pricing sparks confusion, push back. That's the much we can take from the Sun newspaper this morning. Conclusion of all that we have for you on this particular edition of newspaper headlines on the 103.5 FM. We'll now flip over to our WhatsApp portal for reactions. From our WhatsApp portal this morning, we have this message. It's coming from Comrade Manly Oduogo from Odumobosi, and he says, "No doubt, Nigeria is at a crossroad. Pathetic as the situation is, it is still redeemable. There is the urgent need for us to shift from the mundane things to the human beings. Once money is no longer God and humanism takes its rightful place, believe you me, Nigeria will attain all the greatness it deserves. May God see us through." Comrade Manly Oduago from Odumobosi, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Still on our WhatsApp portal this morning, we have this message. It's coming from Agunabo. He's joining us from Ofa Aguluzibu, and he says, "Nigeria is a country where every promise in it is just a will, and then afterwards doing nothing about it. The Israeli and Iran war have to stop before it escalates into world war. We are watching as things unfold." He continued and said, "I continue to say that in Nigeria you will be hearing killing and clashes, kidnapping and hardship every day, and government will tell you we are on top of it, but yet everything is going in quagmire and hopelessness." Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Agonabo from Ofa Aguzibo. Still on our WhatsApp portal, we have this message. It's coming from Chinedu Oneka Pastor, and he says, Mota efebe ebehiebe. Dinta amota atuba atu agba. Okay, atu agba. Okay. Nwanza mota efebe ebehiebe. Dinta amota atu agba. Then our governors have devised a new means of controlling the local government arms of the government. Look at how they are winning landslide in all their states in the local government election. Nigerian politics is indeed a dirty game. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning, my brother. And now we'll flip over to our SMS portal. We have this message is coming from Honorable Onyedeka Osakwe, and he says now that the presidency is claiming, is making claims of buying a refurbished jet with billions of dollars, but cannot pay our lecturers. The nation is now a pregnant baby that does not know that how to deliver. Nyesom Wike is only jittery and frustrated, not being sure of the future. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Honorable Onyedeka Osakwe. Still on our SMS portal, we have this message. It's coming from Ichie Mazi Izuogo from Awada, and he says, "When will Nigeria become civilized upon all sufferings and serious hardship that people are dying in hunger? Still, our president Tinubu have the mind to purchase new private jet. Which way Nigeria? Okay, which way Nigeria? Our leaders are so heartless. May God intervene for the poor in this country." Ichie Mazi, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And with that message from Ichie Mazi Izuogo from Awada, thank you so much for joining us this morning. This is the spot where we'll call it a day on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on Ebon at the 103.5 FM. Remember, it comes your way weekdays in the morning once is 7 o'clock. So keep a date and don't touch the dial of Ebon at the 103.5 FM. Once it's 8:20 this morning, we'll be back with Birthday Splash. Till we meet again, I am Martin. Have a wonderful morning.
Epona the 103.5 FM. Nabagoa production. My business. When I was telling you, AJ radio drama, Enugu. Akụkọ ihe mere n'iwe ejije radio drama Enugu ga na-abịara gị every Monday 8 o'clock p.m. with a repeat broadcast on Saturday 3 o'clock p.m. na Ebona 103.5 FM.
Amara mi re wa di amo. Ko na ga do na na ko na ni ko na yi. Nke ka ku ke bona ala ma wu ko na ya ma o le si.
Ekwana ka call dị nke a call.
Onye nkiri ka mere ama na-arụ ote ama na ụfọdụ oge ọ na-adị gị ka echezọrọ gị ama echefuela gị mba nọ nke afọ bụ asị onye ka m ji zitere gị akwụkwọ ozi ekene anụnwa site n'aka ndị 103.5 FM. Ọkụ ozi ekene bụ oge nnekwu ohere ejirịta ọra ma nwelekwa anwụrụ isonyere somti n'oge ozi ekene kwa ụbọchị Sọnde ọbụla ngwa ngwa ọkụ elekere 4 nke ụbọchị. Ị ga-enwetakwa anya bụ akwụkwọ ozi ekene nke bụ request kaadị n'isi ụlọ ọrụ anyị dị na Lufi Residency Hotel na ncherịta iru Cape City Secondary School ka anyị tụrịta ọra.
Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebona, the 103.5 FM with Martin Ifeanyi every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebona at 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.
Okosi ogene na-afụ ọnụ m okwu ka nọrọ na ntị ọkwa anụ taa karịa eze ya bụ na eze na-achị oke ka o si na-ebu mgbe anyị ji abụ ụlọ nke na-eme eme nke na-apịa ụzọ nke na-arụ ọnụ n'ime ndụ anyị na ezinụlọ anyị na mpaghara mba ụwa maka na ihe ọbụla na-eme ka mmadụ wee mụta ihe maka na Igbo tụrụ ilu wee sị n'ebe a na-adụ nwa nwere nne na nna ọdụ ka nke na-enwere nne na nna na-anọ amụta ife sonyere somti n'oge ka o si mee na 103.5 kwa ụbọchị Mọnde, Wenesde, Fraịde, ngwa ngwa ọkụ elekere 10 nke ụtụtụ ka m gwa gị ka o si wee mee ka ị gwa m ebumnobi gị. Ị ga-amụta ọtụtụ ihe ga-eme ka ị ghara ịgafe ụzọ ebe ndị ọzọ gafere. Igbo kacha anọ.
How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebonadi FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be. Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. In your community. Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifanishku, number the force every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebonadi 103.5 FM as Street Reports unfolds in your face. On Martin Ebonadi on 24/7.